We are now at the halfway point of our series, and either the new Mutant Liberation Front, minus Strife, or the new Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, minus Magneto, have gotten the best of our heroes. So now, if this is your first video, you're probably saying, well, which one is it? I don't think the writers know, because in the first book, it was the new Mutant Liberation Front. In the second book, it was the new Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Don't be shocked in this one if they call themselves the new Friends of Humanity, minus William Stryker. They don't, but it would have been funny. My name is Dory, and this is SEM Comics, and we are continuing our coverage of Fall of X with Uncanny Avengers number 3. Our story starts off with our two favorite human assassins. More like superhuman. Black Widow has a dumbed down version of Captain America's super soldier serum, so she pretty much has heightened everything, and she has longevity and a healing factor. And speaking of healing factors, Deadpool has Wolverine's healing factor, but on steroids, which is saying something because Wolverine's healing factor seems like it's on steroids. And they are Cap and Pumpkins that have Nimrod's face on them. Black Widow's doing the shooting, and Deadpool's like, "Are you sure you're not peeking?" And Black Widow's like, "Not since I put on the blindfold." And then Deadpool, being Deadpool, goes, "Nothing sexier than a woman with a blindfold and a sniper rifle." And Black Widow goes, "Stop talking, Deadpool." So now Quanon and Quicksilver are talking, and Quicksilver's like, "We shouldn't try to force out Captain America." And Quanon, she's still kind of steadfast. She's like, "Look, we don't know who Captain Krakoa is, and if he winds up killing Captain America, not only will we have to fight Orchis, we're going to have to fight everybody." And then Rogue comes out of nowhere. It's like, "Hey, Cap's in trouble. His distress signal just went off." So she starts to fly away, and she's like, "Catch up as fast as you can." And you know Quicksilver took offense to that. Now, if you read the Hellfire Gala, you know how fast Rogue could fly, so Quicksilver just shooting past her, that's saying something. So Quicksilver's like, "I got eyes on Cap," and he goes, "Ugh, it's worse than I feared." And we see Captain America at the burnt up treehouse giving a speech. So I'm trying to do this in my best Captain America voice, so just bear with me for a second. Hello, my name is Steve Rogers. I know, there's no real change. I'm not a voice actor, so just kind of go with it. Use your imagination a little bit. But you folks better know me as Captain America. I just did something that I've always told my fellow Avengers would get them kicked off the team. I just sent a distress signal letting my teammates know that I was in mortal danger, but I did it for a good reason. I wanted you all to meet the heroes that are willing to rush headfirst into danger to save me. You'll notice that a lot of them are mutants among this iteration of the Unity Squad.
The mutants just attacked us.
It does seem like that, but in this country, we have a presumption of innocence. No one has been convicted in a court of law for the attack on a Hellfire Gala or in Washington, D.C. I don't know who's currently wearing the stolen armor of Captain Krakoa, but it is not Cyclops. And I think it's not even a mutant at all. And then somebody throws their drink at Captain America, and when you see who it is, it's going to be pretty funny, because Deadpool's like, "I'll teach you to waste food." And Captain America's like, "Deadpool, not now." So in a nutshell, not to go over the whole speech, Captain America pretty much feels like the country is being divided by people that will benefit from it being fractured. He pretty much says he didn't grow up afraid of others' differences, which is pretty crazy because they were a lot more racist back then than they are right now. And on the next page, we see Orchis is just pissed. They're watching this speech, and Phelon's like, "This man is out here killing us. What about your guy? Where is he, Dr. Stasis?" And the simpleton is trying to clean up the best he can. He's like, "Well, Captain Krakoa is a little bit off script at the moment, Phelon. He swiped a nuclear bomb, and it's a bit of a disaster right now." But then he's like, "We'll clean it all up. We're going to need a big trial for Cyclops or Xavier." So Captain America is going on with his speech, and he's interrupted by, of all people, a black man. And he goes, "The mutants aren't even Americans, man. They turned their back on America. You look in the mirror lately, you got a big A on your forehead." And Captain America didn't even bat an eyelash. He goes, "To be honest with you, I was unhappy when my mutant friends felt that their health and safety couldn't be guaranteed in this country. They needed something more than America. Well, that's a shame." And he finishes off his speech pretty much saying that fear is being weaponized. You shouldn't be afraid of different races. You shouldn't be afraid of the poor or the addicted. You shouldn't be afraid of what you read or what somebody else wears. You shouldn't be afraid of somebody's political views, about how somebody lives or who somebody loves. I think we should always have a healthy skepticism for folks who ask you to be afraid of a person who's standing right next to you. Always ask why.
And my vote for the 2024 presidential election is Captain America.
What? Like you wouldn't vote for him after that speech. That speech was so good that even the X-Men are starting to come around. You got Psylocke saying that, man, I hope he's the leader of the next X-Men team. And Monet's like, he already is. So this old lady walks up to Captain America and shaking his hand, and she's the one that threw her milkshake at him. So yeah, Deadpool was about to beat up this old lady. Now she's offering Captain America money to like take care of the dry cleaning, and Captain America's like, your money's no good here. Like, I understand you was upset, but no, you can't pay for it. Again, Captain America for president. So Ben Urich of the Daily Bugle walks up to Captain America and was like, nice speech. And Captain America's like, appreciate it. We need to meet up tonight because the X-Men have a human witness that was there at the gala that can prove that they didn't do this. So then he turns to Rogue and he's pretty much like, look, I know you guys have someone who wasn't a mutant who witnessed this whole thing. I need you to trust me so that we can talk to Ben Urich so we can get this out there so that we can get you guys cleared. I promise I'll protect him. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, as I'm reading the comment, I'm like, man, wonder who the person was that witnessed this stuff. And like, I know who it is, but I forgot all about him because you don't look at the character in that kind of light. Like, you'll see at the end. But she was like, I don't know. But she's saying I don't know for a whole other different reason. Trust me. So then it cuts to Monet and Quicksilver. And, Quicksilver holding her, running real fast, lightweight copping the feel on her. Because, Quicksilver's fast with them legs and fast with them ladies. But that's another story. So they're at this really upper part of town. And Quicksilver's like, why'd you want me to bring you here? And Monet goes, a perfume. And Quicksilver's like, I know you just have me take you all the way here just so you can go shopping. And Monet is like, quick with them legs, but not quick with everything else. So the Quicksilver's starting to get pissed. And Monet's like, calm down. I'll explain everything. Now, Monet comes from
money, yeah. That money, yeah. That money.
So she knows what expensive is and she knows what rare is. And Andrea happened to be wearing a perfume that she knows is very expensive and extremely rare, only sold in a certain amount of places, and they happen to be at one of those places. So then Quicksilver's like, so what are the chances that they will be here right now? And Monet's like, pretty good, because she pushes them out the way because they're shooting at us. So Andreas is like, I told you we shouldn't have came back here. And then Andrea's like, well, the only thing that's important right now is that we shoot at that load-bearing column right there. So when Monet catches it, keeps it from falling, she tells Quicksilver to get everybody out the building. The Von Truckers look like they're about to take a cheap shot at Monet, but then Quicksilver comes and pretty much knocks them on her. So now Quicksilver comes and relieves Monet and starts to fix the colander, but if you look, this dude got a safety vest and a hard hat. Now, if you're looking at Monet, she is walking over to the truckers calmly, but she look like she about to put in some work. And they try to blast her, but, it doesn't work. And then we see Quicksilver, he pretty much separates them so they can't shoot the beam at him no more because they have to be joined hands for them to shoot the actual beam. And it's the girl that shoots the beam, not the boy. Monet walks over to Andrea and slaps the bejesus out of her, talking about who's Captain Krakoa. I mean, it was one of them slaps. It was like one of the mama slaps. Like as soon as she slapped her, there was tears in that girl's eyes because that was a slap that hit the soul. Like there's only one slap I saw that was probably harder than that slap.
Yeah.
Now that was a hard slap, and she probably learned a lesson to keep her damn mouth shut because something like that might happen. But that wasn't a hard slap. John Cena slapped Kurt Angle so hard, Kurt Angle's grandkids are going to be born, they're going to have a red mark on their right cheek. Like, I know wrestling is choreographed, but man, John Cena, calm down. Slap the Jesus out of Kurt Angle. And not to be outdone, Quicksilver is also putting that work on Andreas. So they're pretty much like, who's Captain Krakoa? Where are the nukes? Just questioning them. And they're like, look, he'll kill us if we tell you. We cannot tell you anything. So the support beam that Quicksilver fixed all of a sudden starts to fall again. And then Monet has to come and pretty much catch it again. So Quicksilver's like, I'll clear the building, which he should have did the first time, but I guess he didn't. And that gives the Trucker twins opportunity to get the hell out of Dodge. So Monet's pretty much like, you do work, Quicksilver. And he was like, work? Or was it a great idea? And she goes, you planted your ID card on. And he's like, yep. And they fell for it. So while she's holding up the calendar, Quicksilver uses his opportunity to get a little, sensual with Monet. And he kisses her, and then she slaps him. Not as hard as she slapped Andrea, but slapped him anyway. And then they fix the column for real this time. And then they go racing off, and Monet pretty much tells Quicksilver to watch when he puts his hands again. Finally, we cut to the Daily Bugle. We're in the offices of Ben Urich, and Captain America walks in, and they're talking. And on the last page, all of a sudden, this big figure just blocks out all the light in the office, and we see it's the Kingpin. I forgot the Kingpin was even there. He did witness it. He's not a mutant. It's crazy because you know how much beef Ben Urich has with the Kingpin, how much beef Captain America has with the Kingpin. This is going to be crazy.